Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, in Wenatchee, churches and immigrant advocates are adjusting in real time as concerns about immigration enforcement continue to circulate across the region. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. In Wenatchee, faith leaders and immigrant advocates are reshaping how they welcome people into worship as immigration enforcement fears spread through the community. In recent months, a steady undercurrent of worry has settled over some congregations in north central Washington. Not just about what might happen outside a church, but about whether people feel safe enough to walk through the doors at all. That concern sharpened around one of the biggest nights of the Catholic calendar for many families, the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Community members reported seeing vehicles they believed were connected to immigration enforcement near churches in Wenatchee around that time. Wenatchee for Immigrant Justice responded by checking locations and organizing volunteers to monitor outside church buildings during the celebration. They say the goal wasn't to disrupt services or inflame rumors, but it was to help people feel confident they could attend a religious and cultural holiday without being watched or scared away. The feast often includes late-night and overnight gatherings, sometimes with mariachi music and families arriving in groups. It's a night when grandparents, kids, neighbors, and friends show up together, and for many people, it's as much about community as it is about faith. Advocates say that's exactly why the fear lands so heavily. Even the possibility of enforcement nearby can keep people home, and that changes who's in the pews, who feels welcome, and who feels exposed. Some local leaders describe a painful tension. Churches are meant to be places of refuge and routine, somewhere you can go to mark the important moments of life. But when people believe that stepping into a service could put them or someone they love at risk, the most basic act of gathering becomes complicated. Families begin to weigh the cost of showing up, and parents think about whether to bring their children. Friends text each other asking what they've heard. For congregations built on open doors, the pressure is very real. That's why some churches are taking steps that used to feel unthinkable. One local congregation has posted signs on doors stating that law enforcement needs a warrant to enter. It's a simple message, but it does two things at once. It clarifies the boundary, and it tells people inside the church that it intends to stand with them if a situation ever unfolds. For leaders, those signs are as much about calming fear as they are about legal process. Other preparation is quieter. Clergy and advocates have been talking through what to do if a situation escalates outside a service, how to keep a gathering from turning into chaos, and how to support families afterwards. They've shared resources, discussed de-escalation training, and connected volunteers to rapid response efforts that focus on observation and community support. For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. Douglas County PUD has declared an emergency at its renewable hydrogen production facility north of East Wenatchee after a major delay on the project's core equipment. The PUD says it issued a notice of default and material breach on January 13th to Accelera by Cummins under a $9.5 million contract for a 5-megawatt electrolyzer system. The contractor was supposed to be finished by November 20th, 2024, but the electrolyzer remains incomplete, keeping the facility from producing renewable hydrogen as planned. Physicians with the Wenatchee Valley Medical Group are asking Confluence Health to pause its planned $60 million cancer center project, saying doctors who treat cancer patients were not included in early planning. They argue the current plan emphasizes more exam rooms and infusion chairs and adds radiation vaults, even though vaults already exist, while other gaps like advanced imaging and interventional services are not part of the project. Confluence Health's board says the existing site won't meet future needs and that planning included significant physician input, as the group's affiliation is set to expire at the end of 2027. East Wenatchee's street banner policy is headed toward a city council vote after council members discussed a simplified draft they say is meant to reduce legal risk. The draft says banners on city property are not a public forum and will only reflect city programs, policies, or causes, limited to federal holidays and city-sponsored or city-supported events. A family-owned bilingual Wenatchee tax firm says tax preparation and education can help close financial gaps for Hispanic and immigrant residents who face language barriers, misinformation, and fear around the tax system. Golden Apple Tax and Accounting offers year-round bilingual services including tax preparation, accounting, and business planning, and says tax education is a key part of protecting clients from scams and helping families build long-term stability. The Building North Central Washington 2026 Home Show is taking place this weekend at the Wenatchee Convention Center. The expo runs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets are $5 at the door or online, and children under 12 are admitted for free. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.